Welcome back, viewers, to another episode of The Daily Threat, your go-to source for all things cybersecurity. We have a jam-packed episode with some concerning developments in the cyber world. Let's dive right in. Our first story comes from ABC News, reporting on a widespread AT&T outage impacting customers across the United States. Now, when we hear about outages like this, the first question that comes to mind is this just a technical glitch or something more sinister? Well, buckle up, because it seems there's more to the story. Reports suggest that this outage might be a result of a cyber attack rather than a mere technical malfunction. Now, how could attackers manage to disrupt a telecommunication giant like AT&T? One possibility is a distributed denial of service (DDoS) attack, where malicious actors overwhelm a company's servers with an influx of traffic, rendering them inaccessible to legitimate users. But the risks don't end there. Think about the implications of a telecom outage. Businesses rely heavily on consistent, uninterrupted communication to operate smoothly. An outage like this can disrupt operations, lead to financial losses, and even jeopardize public safety if emergency services are affected. So, what can businesses do to mitigate such risks? Firstly, having robust cybersecurity measures in place is crucial. This includes regular security audits, employee training on identifying and mitigating cyber threats, and investing in technologies like intrusion detection systems to detect and respond to attacks promptly. Our next story takes us into the murky world of ransomware, specifically associated with the notorious LockBit group. Ars Technica reports that despite law enforcement efforts to take down their servers, the ransomware is still spreading like wildfire. Now, for those unfamiliar with ransomware, it's a type of malware that encrypts files on a victim's computer or network, rendering them inaccessible until a ransom is paid. And LockBit is known for its ruthlessness in extorting victims for hefty sums of money. But how are they gaining access to these networks in the first place? Well, one common method is through phishing emails containing malicious attachments or links. Once a user interacts with these, the malware infiltrates the system, often exploiting unpatched vulnerabilities in software or weak passwords. The risks here are immense. Beyond the financial burden of paying the ransom, businesses face reputational damage, potential legal liabilities, and operational disruptions. And let's not forget the ethical dilemma of funding criminal activities by paying ransoms. To defend against ransomware attacks, organizations should prioritize regular data backups, implement a robust patch management strategy to keep software up to date, and deploy email filtering solutions to block malicious content before it reaches users. And finally, in our last story, Bleeping Computer brings us news of a new remote code execution (RCE) flaw being exploited in ransomware attacks through ScreenConnect. Now, ScreenConnect is a popular remote access tool used by businesses for legitimate purposes like IT support. But when exploited by cybercriminals, it can become a potent weapon in their arsenal. This RCE flaw allows attackers to execute arbitrary code on the target system, giving them full control over it. And what's particularly concerning is that ScreenConnect is often trusted by organizations, making it easier for attackers to infiltrate their networks undetected. The risks posed by this exploit are grave. Not only can attackers deploy ransomware, but they can also exfiltrate sensitive data, install additional malware, or even disrupt critical systems. To protect against such threats, it's essential for organizations to closely monitor their network traffic for any suspicious activity, promptly apply security patches provided by software vendors, and consider implementing network segmentation to limit the impact of a potential breach. And there you have it, folks, another day, another array of cyber threats looming on the horizon. But fear not, for knowledge is our greatest weapon in this digital battleground. Before we wrap up, I want to remind you to stay vigilant, stay informed, and most importantly, stay safe. And if you want to stay ahead of the curve on all things cybersecurity, be sure to subscribe to The Daily Threat for your daily dose of cyber awareness. And remember, The Daily Threat is proudly brought to you by QIT Solutions, your trusted partner in safeguarding your digital assets. Until next time.